We'll start from pole position. 2 Victorians and 8 West Aussies in Heat 16. Our live stream powered by Pro One Race Parts. Hello to the hundreds of people already tuned in, watching right around the world right now. Young is bringing them around steady. Green flag as we're about to get night number 2 of the national title underway. In a pretty even dispatch. And Jasmine Arnold goes straight down the hey diddle diddle and moves into position number 1. Look at Jai Irving on the outside in the 46. Comes out of Hamilton in Victoria. And he's hammered down to the EV graphics. Charade, look at him making some pizzas. In position 4, and he's got Bo Oldfield right behind him. Jasmine Arnold is your leader. Zoe Young has a little Bo Peep on the inside. McCullough is third. Oldfield goes to the outside of Irving. Cropped up, and the front 5 are starting to run away here in heat race number 16.
Well, it's a great start there for Jasmine Arnold as she comes out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Zoe Young is trying to make up a little bit of ground. She doesn't have to do very much. Cody McCullough hanging on very well. So too Bo Oldfield. He's making a move now up on the inside of Cody McCullough. We could see a change happening here as Jai Irvine is still stuck back there in 5th place. A fair way down the track to Olivia Ferraro. And Ellen By, gee, this is a great start to the night.
Yeah, the 5 of them race into the front straight with Jasmine Arnold just holding on at the moment. Here comes Bo Oldfield to the outside. The Nationwide Signs number 84 Mitsubishi Lancer from the northern suburbs of Perth. Nearly hiking the left rear wheel off the ground as Zoe Young got a bit untidy on the exit at 2. Cody McCullough and Jai Irving are going to be there to capitalise as here comes Bo Oldfield. He looks to the inside of Arnold. They're side by side through Palmer's Corner. We're halfway home this time around. Oldfield just about had the nose in front. Arnold fighting back on the outside in the Cornerstone Racing number 26 Charade.
Impressive stuff here. McCullough gets into the back of Oldfield there. And they're a little bit of a concertina. They sort themselves out. And Zoe Young, the 2 Victorians, go to the outside of McCullough here. McCullough fights back on the inside and moves back to position 3. Bo Oldfield still sits second. It's 3 to go here. And Oldfield has a look on the inside of Jasmine Arnold. And Oldfield will take over the lead in heat race 16.
He does indeed. Bo Oldfield hits the front. And the red line roll cage is number 84. Here comes a young fella out of Broome. Cody McCullough in 17, Jai Irving and Zoe Young, the 2 Victorians, battling for 4th place. But Bo Oldfield brings the 84 car in front of a big crowd here in the front straight for Rumbold Ford and Demon Race Car Fiberglass. He has 2 circulations of the Max Smoking History Collie Speedway. His quick time so far, 22.789, and he leads by 0.9 of a second back to Arnold, who's drove a brilliant race in second. McCullough, Irving and Zoe Young, your top 5. Further back to Deegan McNally, Olivia Varro, Emma Ahern. Then we got Jaden Blackburn and Shatai Herbert with Wonder Run.
Oldfield impressive. McCullough has a little look on the inside of Jasmine Arnold. Irving on the outside. They're side by side again down the back chute. They get a little unsettled down the back chute there. Look at Bo Oldfield out of turn number 4. You can bank on 36 points. And Bo Oldfield wins the first of night number 2. Jasmine Arnold will get second. Cody McCullough home in 3rd position. Irving will be next in 4th. Zoe Young. Deegan McNally in the NNP Racing number 29 will be next across the line from Olivia Ferrero. Ahern back to Blackburn. And Shatai Herbert was how they'll finish heat race number 16. Ladies and gentlemen, some noise for Bo Oldfield. He's got a smile side to side. He's pretty happy about this. And
why wouldn't he have?
Yeah, exactly. Accepts another SSA Heat Winners board. Congratulations, Bo. Outstanding, and locks yourself into the big dance.
Yeah, that's awesome for me. I was hoping to be up there, and I'm glad I'm going to be up there now. So I can't do anything without my sponsors. Can't thank the Malcolms enough for helping me put this car together because we won the Bengal in the first heat and they've been helping us trying to set up again. So I can't thank them enough. I can't thank my dad and I can't thank for all the drivers.
Good on you. Congratulations. Some noise again, folks, for Beau Oldfield.
Of this year's SSA National Junior Sedan title.
And how good is this? 51 starters and 51 start night number 2, and they're locked and loaded here as they come around to the start for Heat 17. Riley Dunn and Blackburn on the front row. Time to get after it. Last chance for points for the juniors are about to get busy. And Blackburn gets a good jump on the outside. And we know Riley Dunn will get wound up. We'll see what he can do off that front row and try to lock himself in. And it's Blackburn who got a terrific start, and it's very clean start there, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I was just watching the action back there. Jai Pack almost had a coming together with Isaac Davies. Jai Pack running 4th at the moment, Isaac Davies 5th. We go back then behind them with Joshua Hearn. He's running now up into 7th place. Possum Lawrence in 6th place, I should say. Possum Lawrence 7th. Tyler Steele is in 8th. Max Richter and Georgia Davies. But the race leader doing a great job out there, Curtis Blackburn. He was fairly prominent last night. He's just got to drive a little bit steadier and he will be all good. Riley Dunn down the front straightaway doing a great job too, along with Hayden Mortimer. And we saw Hayden in a little bit of trouble the other night, but he's got the car mobile and doing very well there at the moment. Isaac Davies has moved up into 4th place. Jai Pack's back there in 5th. And then the next car through there will be the Ahern car of Joshua. As they come out of turn 4 and down the front straightaway, we've got a bit of a challenge about to happen. Curtis Blackburn hasn't got it all his own way, El.
No, he doesn't with 5 laps remaining. Is the plastic bumper of Hayden Mortimer's car almost coming adrift. He's back there in 3rd place, just in front of Isaac Davies, Jai Pack in the Sun City Transport 119 of Joshua Ahern. Their line is stern for 3rd on back. As Riley Dunn tries he may, just can't really in the race leader. Curtis Blackburn, he had a pretty solid heat race win last night in the Pilbara Drilling number 17 3-car team for the Blackburns this weekend. Pretty big effort. They live at Mundajong, the southeastern suburbs of Perth, as Isaac Davies and Hayden Mortimer race side by side out of turn number 2.
Terrific action on screen here. Davies is 3rd as Jai Pack has a Bo Peep on the inside again and gets the job done on the inside of Mortimer. Ahern wants in on this. Terrific stuff from the junior sedans. We've got Richter around turn number 2, and that might bring on our first caution. And it does. And the 43 was also involved of Georgia Davis, the second, or this one of 2 from Collie here. In Heat 17, and we're hammered down for Moyles, engine and race parts. Blackburn, a terrific start. Look at Riley Dunn come back at him. Jai Pack, a little touch on the back of Mortimer. To be hopeful. Well, Mortimer won't know that bumper's flapping in the breeze, and he'll hope that stays on. He runs high, and Jai Pack moves into position 4.
Down the front straightaway, Curtis Blackburn having a good lead here at the moment ahead of Riley Dunn. Isaac Davies is in 3rd. Jai Pack, a great move back there on turn number 4. Underneath of that car there of Hayden Mortimer. As they head on down the back straightaway, here comes Hearn now. He's up on the inside of Mortimer. He moves up into 5th place. And as they come out of the turn number 4 down the front straightaway, it's Curtis Blackburn hanging on to a good lead.
Yeah, doing a great job in the Pilbara Drilling number 17 as Jai Pack. He's really hustling the 78 Hyundai Excel this weekend for the last couple of seasons. Raced the Toyota Corolla around the southern half of Western Australia as Mortimer and Ahern continue their battle for 5th place. But the white flag will be on display this weekend for Curtis Blackburn as he comes out of turn 4. He's well on his way to qualifying for the A main in the 17 car. He leads from Riley Dunn in 55 as further back Isaac Davies, Jai Pack, Joshua Ahern, Hayden Mortimer, and further back to the 75 of Tyler Steele, who runs in 7th place, but through Palmer's corner for the last time. Bring him home, ladies and gentlemen. What a drive for the 17 of Curtis Blackburn. He wins heat number 17 of this year's SSA National Junior Sedan title. The 55 all the way from Broome will be the runner-up in that heat. Riley Dunn, Isaac Davies will be 3rd from the 78 of Jai Pack. 119 Joshua Ahern. 16 of Hayden Mortimer slipped to 6 on the final circulation from the 75 of Tyler Steele. 66 of Possum Lawrence. Ninth home will be the 43 from right here in Collie, Georgia Davies, and rounding them out, the South Australia 12 of Max Richter.
Have it.
Yeah, it's always good to see. It's a nice part to play in the weekend, to see these kids get really excited about it. We've rolled around pretty good in the points too. Not sure if Smalley's got that handy at all while we take the helmet off. But Curtis is happy, and he's done a terrific job. Hey Curtis, second win for the weekend. Congratulations, mate.
Oh, thanks heaps.
Car was pretty good and you rolled around really, really well.
Yeah, we changed a few things overnight and just try and see how it went. And it worked and went our way.
You were 8th in points before that. That's outstanding. You probably lock you or a couple of more rows forward now.
Well, I hope so. I don't want to have to do too much work.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations. There is your heat winners board. We'll get another photo, which will be up on our Facebook page shortly. Heat 18 rolling out. Let's check out the grid.
Pace car has come to the centre, driven tonight by Warren Jones. Coming through turns 3 and 4. They need to stay bunched. She's Olivia Earle now moving away, but it's Bryden Southwell on the outside that gets a good jump away with car number 121, Taj Vanzetti. Into second place very quickly. Brody Day moving up into third place as we head on down the back straightaway. Car number 87, Riley Hanson, is right there with the front 3 or 4. And we see Taj Vanzetti now just dropping off the pace a little. The little car's just not quite got the same power as they head on down the front straight for the first time. It's Bryden Southwell, Earle.
It is indeed Riley Hanson from P8. He's up in third, challenging for second place on Brody Day. He was 4th in the points after night 1. Taj Vanzetti goes back to 3rd in the 1-2-1. This is a great little heat race in progress as they hustled past the Griffin Cole sign into turns 3 and 4. Look at Hanson and Vanzetti. They get together, and Alicia Cooper and Brooke Sutton, a heavy collision into the side of the 1-2-1 charade of Taj Vanzetti, and the yellow lights will have to come on.
Yeah, big moment there. As Sutton rolls around, he can pick up some of the damage. And it's actually broken the radiator. Radiator in the front of this, and it's pouring out plenty of coolant. And we're not going to be able to see that from our top camera, but I can assure you that there's plenty of damage here, and it's busted the radiator. And unfortunately, Brooke Sutton will be out of the event in the red line race cars.
She's had a stiff trot, hasn't she, Brooke? She started out with a very fast time in the time trial, the practice on Friday night, Al, but just hasn't put it together in racing.
Yeah, Brooke and her dad, Darren Bull Sutton, who's the Vice President of Speedway Sedans WA, is staying at the same motel as us this weekend, and they're chatting about the work they had to put in the last few weeks just to get the car ready for the title. And it's been a tremendous effort, and they've just been having little niggling problems throughout. They will indeed, and Taj Vanzetti critical for his points tally if he's able to try and restart in this one. I know you get points for starting, just taking the green flag, but he'll be trying to make up a few more places if they can just get that cosmetic damage off the left-hand side of his charade. He was 11th in the point standings after night number 1.
And I've got a souvenir. Look at this, fiberglass panels for anyone that didn't know. Just fiberglass, they just ripped it straight off like that. How easy is that? Just kicked it with the size 11, and she's straight off. They'll go and rivet that back on after this, and it's good to go.
I was going to say, Warren, watch out for our bar manager, mate. He might steal it and put it up with the wings.
I reckon Vanzetti's will be straight after it, and you'll be able to zoom in and get a little bit of a look. They're the radiator pipes down the inside of that car. You can see they've got the covering on that. Yeah, the insulation on the radiator pipes, which is something you have to run when the radiator pipes run through the car. And that's a good bird's eye view. There's a little bit of damage around that rear wheel, or just the wheel arch of the 121, but it's A-OK and not touching any of the rubber, and nothing's rubbing on the 121, and he'll be able to keep on rolling. I still think that's might be one of the Carby engines in that little thing, one of the old little 3 cylinders.
It definitely is, Rhino. And 3rd in last year's WA title at Albany. He started from P13 and just wheeled the little charade onto the podium.
That's good to see, and good to see young Taj Vanzetti back out there. And he'll restart from position 3. A cracker still to come here. Southwell, Brody Day, 4th in points coming into this, and we're looking to capitalise. If he wins in the number 8, he might lock himself onto the front row in tonight's national title. And we are green in heat race number 18 of the national title. Southwell, a terrific start. And he wheels the thing around the bottom. Brody Day has a look on the inside. Gets up to nearly the B pillar in the Honda AXL. But he just gets out of it to run and roll through turn 3 and 4. Southwell leads from Brody Day. Vanzetti, Webb is your top 4. Alicia Cooper is 5th here. And Brody Day has a look on the inside as Southwell bobbles in turn number 2. And Brody Day hits the lead in heat race number 18 to the applaud of the back straight crowd. And this little number 8 is a rocket ship.
And he's absolutely flying down the front straightaway in the Coolka Carpentry Constructions machine. Number 8 goes a little bit wide into turn 1, and Bryden Southwell just closed that gap a little bit. And have a look back there at Taj Vanzetti after that nasty little crash down there. He's up into 3rd place and going extremely well. Tanika Webb in car 343 just behind him, and behind them comes car number 13, I think it is, Alicia Cooper, yep, that's it. And boy, oh boy, Brody Day has a bit of Frank Colker in there, I think, Alan.
Most definitely. His quick time was set on the last circulation at 21.940 as he brings the 8 car into the front straight out of turn 4 with 3 to run in heat number 18. This year's SSA National Junior Sedan title at the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway in the coalfields of Western Australia. He led by 0.8 of a second that last time around from the 63 of Bryden Southwell and the 1-2-1 from Mora of Taj Vanzetti.
Brody Day is impressive. Got a good sized lead over Southwell. A fair way back to Vanzetti there. Tamika Webb. Terrific effort by those teams to turn that car around after that crash in practice. She runs in 4th. Cooper is still 5th. Lexi Smith, as we get a little ugly, further back in the field. Brad Chant just gets away from Riley Hanson and Tyson Blackburn. And then back to Olivia Earl. We're half a lap from home in heat race number 18. Brody Day. Outstanding performance in the 8. He was 4th in points coming into night number 2, and he is going to win and lock himself into the big dance tonight. He wins heat 18. Southwell home in 2nd. Vanzetti from Webb. Back to Alicia Cooper. Lexi Smith, Brad Chant, Blackburn ahead of Hanson, and Olivia Earl will be the final car home, and Brooke Sutton didn't go the distance. Congratulations to Brody Day, winner of heat 18.
Brody Day is there with Ryan Harris down trackside, right in front of the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway sign.
Brody, outstanding job, mate. You are a rocket ship this weekend.
Yeah, it's been a great week. The track's been brilliant this entire week. It was a great race. Bryden put up a great fight. Yeah, I'd like to thank Dad, the Stevens family, and all my sponsors, and all the people that prepped the track.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations. He'll get ready for our A-Main, which is coming up a little bit later tonight. Let's have a look at the starters in heat race number 19.
Over there in turn number 2 last night, the team have worked tirelessly, and he's back. He's last in the point standings, but this will be a great opportunity to see if there's any issues with the car and get it ready for one of those B mains. The 4th row with the 15 of Matthew Thompson had a heat win last night. 2nd of the Delaports, the older brother, Isaac Delaport, will go from P8. The 24 of Aidan Doak, and the 73, 6th in the point standings after night 1. That's Darryl George.
Another cracker coming your way. Collie, here we go. It's time to saddle up. Dean Schofield to lead us away in the second last heat race of the weekend. And he's gone. And I'll be surprised that we go too much further with that as Matthew Thompson rides up on the back of one of the Smith cars. And no surprises. We are yellow, yellow, yellow on the racetrack. We generally refer to those kind of starts as a DB, a dog's breakfast. It's good to have so much support from big companies like that as Schofield And Della are going to do it again here under strict instructions from our chief steward. Let's get a little tidy. They're all getting very, very keen. Last chance for points here. This is Heat 19, the second last for the National Junior Sedan title this weekend. Well, Rigters ends up on the infield on the start. I'm not sure what happened there, but we are underway. And the boss man says, nah, let's try that again. Well, the chief steward is voicing his concern about the behaviour at the start of Heat 19. Schofield and Della, let's try it again. Can we get one lap in the books in Heat 19? And Schofield didn't go. The 22 bogged down on the start and Della is gone. Terrific start for Chloe. Look at Matt Thompson, who wheels around the top. He's got some ground to make up now, and he's up into position 5. But Della, your leader, with Seth Hinsey. What a story that'd be if Seth could get through and maybe even snatch a win here in Heat 19, Al.
Yeah, what a story that'll be. Ryan Harris is Matthew Thompson actually had the quickest time on the opening lap. But the big story is where the leaders are coming up. He's actually gone to the infield, the 73 car of Darryl George, 6th in the point standings after night 1. The car was coughing and spluttering as he came to start the race. He's limped around for a lap and is now headed to the infield. So rotten luck for Darryl George. That's going to do his points tally no good at all. Seth Hensey absolutely harassing the back bumper of the 295 out of Kalgoorlie Boulder of Chloe Della. And Matthew Thompson, after being sent rear of the field, is now challenging Hensey for the runner-up position.
Coming out of turn 4 now and into the front straightaway. Clodella doing a great job, but Seth Hensey now looking at the outside as they come down the front straightaway. Matthew Thompson also going outside. Hensey cuts down to the curb. Matthew Thompson stays out there. Now this is where it can be a little bit difficult as Hensey will drift out in front of Matthew Thompson as they go down the back straightaway. Clodella still hanging on to a narrow race lead. In 4th place there, Isaac Delaporte is ready to pick up the crumbs. It is Clodella down the front straightaway in car number 295 and doing a fantastic bit of work here with Matthew Thompson now up into 2nd place. And here comes Hensey on the inside of Matthew Thompson. And, well, it's all happening over there on the back straight. Seth Hensey into the side of Matthew Thompson. Clodella was the leader. Now we see Isaac Delaporte. Allen has gone to the race lead.
Yeah, he went straight around the outside of the 3 of them. They all got checked up. And that little bit of a touch between Thompson and Della, and all of a sudden Delaporte is in the lead with 3 laps to go. He's gone from 4th to the race lead in the blink of an eye. Here comes Matthew Thompson, the 3rd generation driver from the Bunbury Car Club, challenges Delaporte for the lead.
Impressive stuff here, though. Hip and shoulder out of turn number 4. Delaporte and Thompson it is. What a battle this is in heat race number 19. Delaporte just checks out by a car length now over Thompson, but look at the legs on Thompson. The crowd are cheering on the back straight as they watch their kids roll through a couple of bumps starting to form in heat number 19. In turn 3 and 4, Delaporte takes the white flag here. Seth Hensey on the outside of Chloe Della. They're side by side for 3rd and 4th. Delaporte checks up a little bit. Thompson goes to the outside. Side by side into turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Thompson switched back to the bottom. He's got a run here. But Isaac Delaporte will win a belter. Matt Thompson home in 2nd position. Seth Hensey home in 3rd. Chloe Della is the next one home from Aidan Doak. Back to Mitchell Delaporte in the 77. Olivia Smith and Corey Richter will be the next one home, with Dean Schofield and Darryl George not going the distance. How about some noise for your winner, Isaac Delaporte? Well, how good is that? NA Moyle Engines and Race Parts heat winners board for Isaac. Well done, mate. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, all my parents, mum, grad, dad, everyone that helped out to get this car done in time. Really means a lot.
It's railed the top. They were all bugging around on the bottom, running into each other. You just went the high line and just went straight to the lead.
Yeah, I saw the opportunity. I just went for it. Yeah.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations. We are set for the final heat race of the weekend. Let's check out this ripper field.
Yeah, just quickly before we start that grid, no changes to the placings as they cross the line from that last one. So no change to the placings. We do have a status on our Facebook page at Speedway Sedans Australia if you want to stay up to date with all the results. We also have race monitor and my laps as well for everyone here at the venue and at home. But how about this lineup for heat number 20? The WA 26 of Rory Elson Beaumont and the South Australia 24 of Chelsea Gwynn will be your front row. The Western Australia 77 of Jared Coots and the Western Australia 11 of Erin Fraser, a very emotional winner of Heat 2 last night. Great emotion, great to see. The Western Australia 24 undefeated on night number 1. The West Australian champion Blake Owen will start from P5 to his outside, 5th in the standings after night 1. He had won the final heat last night. The South Australia 112 of Drew Flatman. Brandon Buzan, 3rd overall in the point standings after night 1. He will start in P7, the young fella out of Bunbury, in car number 198. WX24 of Jonty Barnsby from Manjimup, and the man who was 2nd in the point standings after night number 1, the 9 car from Geraldton for Western Regional Towing. That's young Mitchell Baker.
It was just, well, you can't get much better than this. What a magnificent field locked in here for the last 6 of the top 10 are locked into this heat race. This is going to be a cracker, the lucky last of the national title here at Collie Speedway. And Elson Beaumont gets the green flag, and we are green for the final time this weekend of the heat races. And Iwanow goes straight to position 3, and can he remain undefeated as we got problems in turn number 2, and we are yellow. Wow. Brandon Bazan is caught up in that, another one of the front runners. In the 198, he's been super quick all weekend. They're able to drive away. And Alan, I didn't see what happened there. And you heard it there first. 3rd or better will lock him in from P1 in tonight's national title. Elson Beaumont, WA 26, the South Australian. Chelsea Gwynn will start on the outside of the front row. Let's try again. Heat 20 of the national title. A big finish coming up here to our wonderful heat racing we've seen over the last 2 nights. And we go green, and Flatman tries the run on the outside but got checked that time. Iwanow goes straight to position 3. Flatman out in no man's land on the top. And we're 4 wide further down the field as they try to sort them out. And the champ has gone through to position 2. And we'll try to chase down Rory Elson Beaumont, who leads after lap number 1.
Yeah, Chelsea Gwynn was in 2nd place, but Blake Owen got up into 2nd place as they cross the line. As they go down the back straight away, Rory Elson Beaumont has got some work to do. State title holder, car number 1 there in Blake Iwanow, chasing him down. A bit of to do between 3rd and 4th too. Chelsea Gwynn and Kane Della in car number 95 having a coming out of turn 4, but they've sorted themselves out there. And car number 112 there, Drew Flatman, is still a way off the pace as they head on down the back straight away. We've got Rory Elson Beaumont still leading this race, and here comes the champ of the Western Australia, number 24 in Blake Iwanow. Ellen, he's putting a lot of weight on the race leader there at the moment.
Yeah, he's applying the blowtorch at the moment. It's getting pretty elbows out further back. Chelsea Gwynn, Drew Flatman and Kane Della. Gwynn and Della got together down there in turns 1 and 2. He falls back to 5th. Brandon Buzan trying to make it 3 wide on the entrance to turn 1. He's got the 9 car of Mitchell Baker on his outside as there's a challenge now for the lead. Blake Owen now hits the front. We're halfway home in the final heat of the weekend. Heat number 20 of this year's More Engines and Race Parts SSA National Junior Sedan title. And Blake Owen now looking to go through undefeated in the heat race competition. What a battle for 3rd on back, Rhino. Chelsea Gwynn, Kane Della and Drew Flatman trading places.
Yeah, Chelsea Gwynn's got a flat inside front tyre as well. I don't know how she's holding so much speed. It's only flat on the bottom, but she is hammered down here. In 3rd position with a big angry pack behind her in Heat 20 of the national title. Della has a look on the inside of Chelsea Gwynn for 3rd. Drew Flatman has another look on the outside in the 112. Bazan on the inside in 198. Terrific battle here As the laps count down, we've got 2 to run in the final heat race of the national title.
We do indeed, as Blake Owen now leads by 0.9 of a second back to Rory Elson-Beaumont. Della is now in third, and Brandon Buzan has somehow worked his way up into fourth in the 198. They're 2 wide between Chelsea Gwynn, Jonty Bunsby, nearly 3 wide as Drew Flatman tries to go through the middle with a white flag on display. 1 lap remaining for the making history Collie Speedway. Oh, now is going to bring the car out of turn 2 for the final time in Heat 20 as Buzan now trying to find third place on the inside of Kane Della. Side by side past the Griffin Cole sign into turn number 3 for the final time. But bring him home, ladies and gentlemen. The West Australian champion will start from pole position in tonight's A-main for the National Junior Sedan title. Rory Elson-Beaumont with the runner-up, and Kane Della holds on to third. Brandon Buzan will be fourth in 198. From the WX24 of Jonty Bunsby, Drew Flatman finished sixth in the South Australia 112. From the 9 of Mitchell Baker, Chelsea Gwynn fell to 8th with that flat left front tyre on her Mitsubishi product. 9th was Jared Coots in 77, and Aaron Fraser retired after 5 laps. But what a drive by Blake Owen now to go through undefeated.
Amazing.
Well, what a performance. It was really cool. Rory Elson-Beaumont just giving you the big thumbs up as your old pass. 4 from 4, mate. You will start from pole position in tonight's feature. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You're good for an interview, mate. You're unbelievable. All right. So we'll continue our conversation from last night then. You're going to make it difficult on me. You said you were going to eat whatever you had in the fridge. So what did you have for breakfast then?
Nothing.
You didn't have anything to eat today, mate, did you?
No.
You better thank everyone involved in this deal, mate.
Yeah, mum, dad, my brother, girlfriend, everyone that helped me get here, all the people in the car. Yeah.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations. Come on, folks. Put your hands together for the WA champ, Blake Owen now.